From the chronicles of travelers and adventurers the world over come these authenticated accounts of unusual people and unusual events, bringing you in each presentation a strange but true story from the Four Corners and the Seven Seas.
A story of New Orleans. The dead do walk. In the early years of the 19th century, there was one thing the French Creoles of New Orleans hated with a passion surpassing death: the brash, vulgar Yankee government which had taken over Louisiana from the French. Most of the American governor's daylight hours were taken up with angry interviews with dissatisfied Creoles.
Are there more waiting, Monsieur Leblanc?
Only an old man, Jean Saint-Marie.
No, who is he?
The Negroes say he is a witch doctor, monsieur.
A witch doctor?
Oui, or a murderer or a kidnapper, I do not know. I remember him when I was young, sailing away in his ships to bring back slaves. Then he seemed a most wonderful man.
But why do they say he's a witch doctor?
It is the way he lives, monsieur. All alone in a rotting old mansion surrounded by marsh. Then there is the story of his brother, Petit Pierre. He sailed away with Jean Saint-Marie. He never came back. And Jean would never again mention his name. But there are those who say Petit Pierre did come back, that Jean keeps him chained in the cellar of the old house. Others say Jean murdered his brother. But the superstitious Negroes, they have yet another story. Jean Saint-Marie deals with the devil, they say, and in the night he walks and talks with his brother's ghost.
Oh, poppycock. Show the old man in.
Yes, Monsieur le Governor. Will you come in, Monsieur Saint-Marie?
Merci.
You will not remember me, Monsieur Saint-Marie, but as a boy I often had to be driven from your ships.
So, your name?
François Leblanc. I was a studious one. Your brother, Petit Pierre, he often lent me the... I beg your pardon, Monsieur Saint-Marie.
Well, what can I do for you, Jean Saint-Marie?
Monsieur le Governor, my house is in the marsh to the west.
Yes?
The house, the marsh, the canal, they all belong to me. They come from my father.
Of course, monsieur, but...
No street can pass there.
I don't believe I understand.
No street can pass my house.
Monsieur le Governor, I believe I understand. The city is building roads out towards the west marshes. They plan to drain them, fill in the canals...
Your men, they are coming with sticks and string. They make lines through my marsh. You tell them to get out. No street can pass there.
I'm afraid...
Never as long as I live. No street will pass my house.
I'm afraid, monsieur, this is a matter for the municipal government, not for me. However, I'm sure that you will be paid well if your land is...
I want no money. No money and no street.
But a street would enhance the value of your land. A street
You
would...
understand me. I shall go now.
Monsieur Saint-Marie, I understand many strange stories are told about your house. You lend credence to them by your attitude.
I do not care.
Why are you so afraid of a street passing your house? What are you afraid people will see?
Adieu, Monsieur le Governor. Remember, no street shall pass my house.
Strange man.
Yes, monsieur.
Of course, the land can be condemned, but it'll take time, cost money, make considerable bad feeling. I wonder what he's afraid people will see.
Did you notice how he looked at me when I spoke of his brother, Petit Pierre?
Yes, murderers.
Yet, I cannot believe harm came to Petit Pierre through Jean. Never were brothers so fond of one another. Pierre was younger by over 15 years. I remember the day they sailed away. I was watching the final loading when Pierre and Jean arrived at the quay.
Come, Petit Pierre, smile. I shall not be gone so long.
It will be lonely in the big house, Jean.
You have your books and the slaves. And those I have not gambled away.
You are certain it is only to Cuba that you go?
Would I lie to you, my brother?
Yes. You know, if you went on a longer voyage, I should make you take me with you.
Africa is not...
Africa? You are lying. You are not going to Cuba at all.
Petit Pierre.
You will be gone a whole year. No, I am coming with you.
Pierre, come off the ship.
Pierre!
Bien, Monsieur le Governor. Despite his brother, Petit Pierre sailed with the ship. He was never seen again. Sometime later, it's not known just when, Jean returned without his ship. No one saw him come. He was just suddenly there in the old house, with the bridge across the canal boarded up and chains upon all the gates.
Strange. Very strange.
Oui. It is said an old Negro woman who speaks no French, no English, cares for him. Many people believe that together they practice voodoo. Myself, I do not believe such things.
I'd like to know what really happened to his brother, and what goes on in that house.
I, too.
If there really was something funny, well, pressure could be brought to bear. We could perhaps force Jean Saint-Marie to sell the right of way for a street and save the trouble of a lawsuit.
Oui, Monsieur le Governor.
Of course, now, I wouldn't want to authorize anyone to trespass, but...
I understand, Monsieur. I will ask Captain West to join me. I will visit Jean Saint-Marie tomorrow night.
Good. But be careful, both of you. You may not be afraid of voodoo or ghosts, but the wrath of Jean Saint-Marie may be quite another thing.
Sure, LeBlanc. I'll come with you.
Thank you, Capitan.
I reckon you know you aren't the only one interested in Jean Saint-Marie.
Oh?
Down in the free nigger section, they're in an uproar. Say they're going to burn down the house.
But why?
Seems one of the braver niggers was hunting ducks in old Jean's marsh. Got caught there after dark. Swears he saw the old nigger woman materialize a ghost.
Voodoo?
Yep, the ghost of Petit Pierre. Now the niggers want to burn down the house. They think the old woman and Jean Saint-Marie are working charms.
And what do you think, Captain?
Well, up in New York, we don't take much stock of ghosts or voodoo, but down here in all these swamps and rotten jungles, well, I just don't know. Makes you kind of wonder. Maybe in this country the dead do walk. Still, I'll take a look around the place with you. Meet you there at 9 o'clock. Should be dark by then.
Not a sound. Not a light showing.
Yeah, the old house sure looks creepy, standing out against the moon. Yeah, no wonder the slaves say it's haunted.
Oui.
What's that?
It's Jean. He's come out on the porch.
Petit Pierre. Venez ici, mon petit Pierre.
He's calling. Calling his dead brother.
Petit Pierre.
What is that smell? That horrible smell.
I know that smell from the battlefield. It's the smell of death.
Listen. Footsteps.
Look, something white. All white. I'm getting out of here.
No, wait.
I can't look. I can't.
No. Oh, no. Monsieur le Governor, under no circumstances must Jean Saint-Marie be crossed. His land must be left alone.
Monsieur LeBlanc, you look as though you've seen a ghost.
Monsieur, I have. The dead do walk.
Oh, LeBlanc.
I will say nothing more, nothing. But let Jean Saint-Marie alone.
I'm afraid the situation may solve itself.
What do you mean?
I've just received word that someone lay in wait by the old canal for Jean Saint-Marie. They shot him.
No. Was he killed?
I don't know. The old voodoo woman dragged him inside and locked the gates. All over town, the slave quarters are seething. I'm afraid they'll try to burn the house tonight.
You will stop them.
Well, perhaps. If you'll tell me what you saw.
No. I'll never speak of what I saw. It was too horrible. Too... No, I couldn't.
Well, then.
But I shall stand guard at those gates myself. I shall not see a man like Jean Saint-Marie burned alive in his bed.
What's that awful noise, LeBlanc?
It's the old Negro wailing.
Here comes the mob.
You watch the house, Captain. Tell me when they are coming. I'll stop them up at the canal.
All right. I wish that old woman would shut up. It gives me the creeps.
Stay back! Do not cross the canal!
Oh, wait, white man. We want Jean Samari.
The witch, the murderer.
Give us Jean Samari.
You are too late! Jean Samari is dead!
Don't lie, white man.
Your assassins have done their work well! Jean Samari!
They're coming, LeBlanc. They've loaded the coffin on an ox cart. The old Negro walks behind.
Stand back! A good man passes! And do no harm to the old woman. Leave her to her grief.
Look. Walking beside old woman. A ghost.
The ghost of Petit Pierre.
Not a ghost! Petit Pierre is real! But now you'll know why Jean Samari has hidden him for 20 years. Petit Pierre is a leper. White as snow. Hats off, all of you.
Without a backward glance, the old Negro, the dead, and the living dead moved down the darkened jungle path. Their destination was the place Jean Samari had given his life to save his brother from, the Leper's Isle. Presently, a twist in the jungle path hid the tiny funeral cortege from the cringing mob. They were never seen again.
We invite you to listen again to a further story, strange but true, from The Four Corners and the Seven Seas.